Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. His offense takes the field to start this game off. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL.
Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. This pressure from the defensive front is overwhelming, much like when three-time All-American David Pollock played on the Georgia defensive front. Whatever happened to that guy?
A washed-up old guy. I've heard bad things about that guy. But no, when you look at these defenses Georgia's had, these dominant defenses, man, it's just big, physical guys up front. You think about the Jordan Davises and the Trayvon Walkers of the recent past, just guys that dominate a football game. You have to know where they're at on every snap.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. So Georgia's offense will take the field for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get a back isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
The quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different. And not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. A running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Yeah, and you see some quarterbacks who hesitate to throw the ball in the middle. I love it when you attack the whole field. And in the middle of the field and being able to throw over linebackers and between safeties is a big skill. But show that defense. You will attack everything.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. From the gun on third down. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
What did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
The Gators able to escape the last time these two met, winning a tight one.
Well, they needed great leadership late in the game. They got it from the quarterback position. They got it from defense. And that's always one thing you know about this one, David. Your leaders in the locker room, this is the game that they need to step up and really take ownership.
And they know it. They felt it from their coaches. They know how much this rivalry matters. Such a cool look in the stadium. Half blue and orange, half red and black. This game is always so cool and so unique, located here in Jacksonville.
And the Gators want to move quickly. On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run here. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Just nothing doing on that last run. They knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. Man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you played in this game like me and Justin both have. You can go back to a singular moment like Run Lindsey Run in 1980, which was a 3rd and long on their own 7 that they converted Georgia to go on to win a national title. Big games decided by big moments that live forever.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. With the catch, it's House. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. The Gators' ground game is lurking in the murky waters, and it has been most effective.
Yeah, we've seen them in the past, man. When Florida's really cooking, they've got some good backs. They've got some good balance, but they've got some physicality, and that's what you want to see from this unit.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after him, was able to make the tackle for loss.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this 1st down.
That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Not a lot of daylight there. Let's give him one to the 14.
Juke button don't work.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. on second down, looking again to throw. Firing to the right, complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida! You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give them the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Yeah. Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him.
You need water?
Kick an extra point on this drive, and to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on it.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Walters. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The new popular phrase for a favored team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the 1st quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
The 1st downs is that alone. Just on this drive, the defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
He looks that one in nicely. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. On second down, they'll take to the air. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
He's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You can tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, create enough separation to create a positive gain.
Touchdown Bulldogs! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. The field position was bad. The finish was great. Great way to answer that poor field position.
Poor field position, no problem. How about it? Great job by the offensive coordinator. This offense getting in a good rhythm early, even backed up, even in a predictable situation. Great job coming out.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Moffitt. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops while we're reaching the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here.
Looking deep down the right side. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
One more snap coming before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. In the waning seconds of the first half, doesn't hurt to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. The Gators will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. He was lurking, waiting for his opportunity, and like a gator in the swamp, he went into the roll and got that quarterback.
They did, and I tell you what, when you want to be dominant in this league, if Florida wants to get back to being a dominant team, it's got to be guys like this in the trenches dominating football games.
At the 35, he's loose. And he'll finally slide after the long run. I'm not sure if he wanted to avoid the hit or he just got tired.
throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Here's the handoff. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets it out of there for the first time today, and didn't see much of him in that loss a week ago. Called on just once. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They can really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's on target and complete. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. 2nd down coming up. Looking for space. It's Moreno. At the 45 on his way. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The give to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. At the 20, he's got space. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in that defense. They've got to find a way to get there and make the tackle in the open field.
Yeah, and they got to do a good job with their eyes, finding the football, and they've got to get a lot of bodies to this guy because he is fast.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Gators line it up with a 1st and goal. On the ground. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Gator! Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. TCU has just had no answers today. They are getting barbecued right now. This team simply does not look prepared, and at this level, you can't have that. They're trailing by 16 to BYU. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Bro, get the fuck out of here.
At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week.
Got a lot of running room. The 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover it. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives.
Unloads it downfield. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Gators want to crank the tempo.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4. Quarterback keeps it. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. A first down for the offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Handoff to the lone back. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A 3rd and long coming up here. Leaves it with the back. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful back.
I got it. I got it. Oh, you don't have nothing nice to say? Oh, wow, you got it on the first try.
Go on the board, and now they'll kick it away.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut out there.
What?
stroke it through the uprights.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going.
Looking deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on second down. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
The quarterback takes a knee. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome.